All right, Jonathan, thank you so much for including me in this. I really appreciate it. It's wonderful to be in New Orleans again. Crazy place, wonderful place. Lately, I haven't been able to really write. I was just at a reading over in the other building, and I'm always amazed when people can write poetry about themselves and their lives, because it's a difficult thing to do, and it's a way of sort of spreading yourself out, just waiting to be attacked. I'm not quite good at that, but lately I feel like I've been attacked anyway, and so I've been writing a lot of political poetry. And so these are a few of the poems I've written recently. This one is what Kai Coggin, who's Wednesday Night Poetry, would call new shit. This is called Entropy. A gloaming gold enfolds the sky, where sparrows sail through streaks of sun. A woman in a blue sarong lingers along a dusty quay. Hard men, immune to evensong, their eyes unfocused, turn away, not upward, where day's end delights the few imbued with afterglow, that amber's clouds adrift like kites, with contrails drifting down below. Too soon the planets overcome, waves hover under algae bloom, to smother what was once robust, and silver birch explode in reams of fire against a hammered sky. And yet, we're told, there is a dearth for those who hold with mining gold from oil, lumber, cattle, coal. Progress should not be blocked, but grow. Deceptive stories fool the chumps and set their phallic guns aflame for Jesus, country, money, fame. They cheer a clown in flapping crown, whose words like matches burning down this restive tinderbox we call a home. Too soon the Christians' Bibles drop, the future carves against their veins like butcher knives singing through wind. They somehow cannot understand the reason why they feel no sting. And finally, don't feel anything. The wedding's off, no body's there to spin the bride atop her chair, but fire ignites to ashen her, consumes a country ill-prepared for facts that lay the liars bare. Boys clutch their knives and flay the air, don pointed masks and gilded chains. Like feral curs, they export blame, and fear is all that's welcome here. We've all entered the liar's lair, where dogs a howl amidst the glare of Klieg lights and the makeup chair. We wake to tongue a lowering pall of smoke that burns the planet raw. We seek the truth like crows who caw and scratch at every shining bit, refusing to believe it's shit and not the riches promised us by faces on the sides of buses. Men who ride the Sunday train, condemning those who stray and strain, those people who've been born again, lily-white male politicians. He conscripts souls for ready cash, persuades rash followers they're wise to swallow all his clever lies in profit for their afterlives. After a while, the truth winks out and children learn they can't surmount imperfect education's cost, where thinking bears the stink of pantomime. The jilted earth still swirls for men slick-haired and booted for this age. Their rage and act upon a stage as children languish, cold and caged. False pledges of a world improved now stare like babes through spit-strung glass that bends like back from true accounts of how the dying planet fares. Alone, some throw self-loathing off with yoga, poetry, or wine. No bundled sage will stop the wrongs that sting us in this feral time. And men of might protect their own, to save their perch atop a throne, erected over bodies white, black, and brown.
You should.
All right, and these, Jonathan was nice enough to publish in Unlikely. This is called Reality Show. We are skin tags, broken fleas, jumping clumps of beefy-breasted, overprocessed meat, smoked salmon balls stuffed with rancid praise for all that will not sting us or sing us or land on us, bird us, or wing us far from the Tesla rear-end crash of life. We're trading loose truth through the white tooth, the madder root. Red dogs linger, wander, but never grow older. A cat's eye of wonder drops courage down under wrecked rainbows that jokers have severed asunder. Linoleum cracks, cankerweeds arch their backs over springfall. Cold fingers snap bones against shingles. We live cartoon lives, gorging mouthfuls of Pringles. Our white bellies bulge, knuckles scrape, fat arms dangle. People worship a man who spews abstruse word tangles. Their venom vents airward beyond stapled seams, no bin to dispose of today's nightmare dreams. True scrabbles, no purchase, reality strains for a foothold in phrases. Flaccid facts contain an illness so fatal, no songbird remains to trill over cradles, sing us out of pain. This one's short. A final conversation. This is new too. You told me you would take me anywhere, but died behind a locked and bolted door. My dreams still take us flying off somewhere. Some nights your memory settles in my room, reminds me that you sought forgiveness, though I wasn't ready then and turned you down. A sober spouse was no one I had known. Useless to say that I forgive you now. Too late for both of us to make repair. I want to say, of course I will forgive. Your ashes say, too late, I've disappeared. Am I doing okay time-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. This one was also in Unlikely Stories. It's called Panoptic. Before the feral heat unfurled its fangs, we twirled silk scarves beneath a pot-faced moon and stretched our palms to staunch the earth's bleeding wounds. Before ice melt washed the East Coast away, we took Manhattan in, Times Square, Broadway, shook Zeppeles from greasy paper bags and tongued thick powdered sugar from our lips. Mulberry Street, we stuck damp fingertips in bullet holes punched through Umberto's door, and swallowed angel hair, then ordered more, while others stuffed X hashtags in their ears, embraced each lie to ward off primal fear, and bit their hands to hold back shouts of doubt. 4 million souls swirl from the newly dead. The final book's in flames, still we press on. Spend our last days before a shadowed screen. The heartland withers, oil wells go bust, lights dim, ground cracks, fallow pastures blow dust that shimmers in heat lightning beyond rain. Earth's fever grew into a dying fall. The sun's bright ball baked leaves to crusty loaves. We swallowed waning fossil fuels in droves. No hero saved the earth, no wind delayed as we gave way to cockroach and to rat. But even the survivors won't avoid this fundamental ruin human wrought. Okay. And I've got one more, and it's funny because we were just talking about my house in the reddest county, in the reddest state, Texas. And I have a flag hanging outside my door, but it's upside down. And I also have a resist poster in my front yard. And I thought I was all alone in this neighborhood of red hats and gimme caps. But a lady stopped by and asked my sons when they were laying sod in my yard one day, do you work here or do you live here? And they said, well, kind of both. And she said, well, never take down your flag. Please don't take down your signs. And I heard it from, a ways away, and I was like, come back. Where do you live? talk to me. I was so excited that there was one other person in the neighborhood who thought like I did. So I'd been writing cracked pantoums, is what I'm calling them, because they start out as pantoums and then they just sort of destroy themselves. And this one is called Distress Signal. He paints each crooked word to mask his aims. Some multiply, some fatten, some draw blood. He grasps a million lives he seeks to harm. Remember, if you end up on your own, unfurl the flag and hang it upside down. Words multiply, some fatten, some draw blood. Cruelty is the point as hatred grows. Remember, if you end up the last one, unfurl the flag and hang it upside down. No king speaks here, only a tattered clown. Cruelty is the point as hatred grows. And where the kidnapped land, nobody knows. No king speaks here, only a tattered clown who laughs as human beings tumble down. And where renditions land, nobody knows. He staples crooked words to obscure facts and laughs as human beings tumble down. The powerless, the lost, those one he blames, the nameless, stateless people he defames. Remember, if you end up all alone, unfurl the flag and hang it upside down. Thank you.